Well, this is CNN News 18's mega exclusive news break. We are learning from our sources that an ISI agent has been attacked by unknown people in Canada. His name is Rahat Rao and he has a forex business in Surrey of central area of Canada. And according to the sources, the person came to Rahat's office for some alleged money exchange work and then set him on fire and in fact ran away post that. We have CNN News 18's Anand Narasimhan joining us on the phone line as well. Anand, please walk us through all the additional details that you have about this news piece.
Morning to our viewers and good morning, Sakshi. Now, we are given to understand that Rahat Rao and Tariq Kiani were Canadian Pakistanis who were into the business of smuggling and also money laundering. And they were active agents of the ISI. Now, we are given to understand that they were in close proximity with Niger. And they had something to do with his killing because the RCMP or the Canadian authorities, they were also there at Rahat Rao's establishment and they were asking him to, delete everything on his social media footprint, etc., given that he had some connection with Niger and possibility with his killing. Now, CNN News 18, around the time when Niger was killed, had very clearly reported that there could be a clear hand of the ISI and they may be trying to pass the buck or pin the blame on Bharat because it just works for them. They kill two birds with the same stone. One, they put Bharat under the pump, and on the other hand, they have done away with someone who is trying to become a problem for them. Now, Niger was very, very active there within the circles, and he was getting too powerful and inconvenient for the operations of a lot of the ISI-related members, and also these two people, Rahat Rao and Tariq Kiani, who wanted to take control of this entire drugs and money laundering business, and they were also in touch with these criminal elements who were running away from Bharat and entering Canada, and who are there ripe for the pickings, and they want to get more control of this. Now, this is something that we have reported in the past, and it looks like the RCMP was very clearly aware that Rahat Rao is a person of interest. Now, it is surprising that yesterday only the RCMP comes and tells him reportedly that to delete all his social media footprint, and then they also have a long conversation with him. And the very next day, someone meets him and attacks him and uses an incendiary kind of device or something which is highly inflammable and sets him on fire. That's what we are given to understand, and that's what the report suggests. Right. On the other hand, the interesting part is that Niger was somebody who was very closely guarded. He's been somebody who'd been refused entry into Canada multiple times, but then his entry into Canada was facilitated around the time that there was a red corner notice issued by him by Bharat, right, and he was designated a person of interest. So for someone to get close to Niger and to do him away, it had to be someone on the inside, and it looks like that this was an inside job in a way to get Niger out of the way so that there are other younger faces or faces who are more amenable. Now, we're given to understand this Rahat Rao and this Tariq Kiani had been working in close conjunction with Gurpatwan Panun to try and take control of this entire money laundering business and also this entire running of the gangs and recruitment of people who are coming in from Bharat into Canada and who are readily available as mercenaries to run this entire because they also realized that this was a good source of income for them to be able to fund their nefarious activities. Right. So somewhere this whole aspect of Niger being done away by the ISI now comes back to light, given the fact that the RCMP were in close tabs with Rahat Rao. Now we'll have to wait and see what the Canadian authorities come out and say. But this man was a money launderer. He was involved in activities which were nefarious. But more importantly, he was ISI's key man in that area. Now, this entire region of Surrey has a lot of former Pak generals and people who were from the rank and file of the Pakistani army who are still having connections with ISI. And right, they are often used or tapped into to run some jobs on ground. So there are multiple layers to this, but clearly the hand of the ISI comes out here, given what's happened with Rahat Rao.
Right, Anand. Thank you so much for putting all of that into perspective for our viewers. We'll keep